Hello, welcome back to the Chief of Self podcast. My name is Mads. Today we have a topic that I have been a bit nervous and a bit hesitant to dive into, which is always my indication that I need to talk about it. I just am very into making myself uncomfortable on the internet, I guess. But I think this is a topic that I've been ruminating on, that I've been thinking about a lot, and this podcast is about that. It's about my thoughts and things I'm going through in my life and ways that I can help you, dear listener, because I know that we're in similar life stages, and I'm here to share resources and support in any way I can. So we are going to be talking about the concept called trimester zero. So I saw this phrase pop up across my desk. I think it's just kind of silly. It's just a new buzzy word and phrase. I think that's just something for people to write about, honestly, because I've been seeing a ton of articles and I was on Maggie Seller's newsletter. She started talking about it. I saw it just kind of pop up around and around. And I was like, that's so interesting because I'm basically in trimester zero. So if you don't know what it is, it's essentially the 3 months before you're going to try to conceive and what you should be doing to preparing your body for pregnancy. And I am basically within that 3 months. I've been in that 3 months for about 2 months now, I would say. And I have not tried to conceive yet, so that will be the next step to this. But why I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit when I heard this term was because I'm really of the camp of not putting so much pressure on conceiving. It is, such a sensitive topic. It's not something, again, that I take lightly about sharing about. I know that so many people struggle with it, and it is so disheartening to hear people talk about it on the internet or to hear people get pregnant right away without even trying, where other people, it is such a struggle and a time suck, and there's so much pressure around it. So I'm holding your hand through all of this, and I don't know what journey I'm about to go on, right? I could be pregnant in a month, I could be pregnant in a year, in 5 years. I have no idea what the future holds, and that is a little scary because I don't do well with uncertainty. But I am just going to share my personal experience, things that I've been doing to prep my body and my mind for pregnancy. Very low pressure. And again, why I rolled my eyes at this concept is that, again, I think women just put so much pressure and do way too much and overhaul their life and just make it their primary focus. And that puts so much stress on the body, which then in turn doesn't help the process. All right. We're not supposed to be stressed when we're trying to conceive. So this is not advice or prescriptive, but I just want to share, little things. And if you're in this same stage and you're in trimester zero like me, yeah, you're probably doing some of these things. And also, I'm just here to hold your hand and relieve and release a little bit of the tension and pressure that we put on ourselves as women. So here we go. Okay. Number one is a huge mindset shift. This was actually something my sister told me, and I have taken it to heart. She said, don't start trying, just stop not trying. All right. So when you start trying, right, having unprotected sex, and you're tracking your ovulation, you're peeing on the stick, you're very you're like a scientist about it, right? It feels so mechanical. It feels, and of course, the romance is taken out of it, all of that hoopla. But even so, it just feels not the way it should when you're trying to conceive. I don't like that energy. Yes, I track my period. I do it on the Aura app. I'm not going to get some crazy device. I know there's all these devices and this and blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll get some ovulation sticks just to be more accurate. But honestly, I'm just going to have sex. And I'm going to have unprotected sex, and then we'll just see what happens, all right? I'm not going to start trying. I'm just going to stop not trying. And it's fun. It takes the pressure off. Honestly, it's going to be a great time in me and Ben's relationship because it's just a new way for us to be intimate, and I am just going to have fun with it, right? So, and I don't know what timeline you're on, and I know there's such determined timelines and all that. But again, I'm okay with it happening right away. I'm also okay with it happening in a year. Like I really don't feel this like I need to be pregnant right this moment. I'm really happy I don't feel that way, and I'm really happy that I have this mindset because I do believe it's going to make getting pregnant easier. Literally, knock on wood. Again, I don't know what the future holds for me. So I'm not like gonna get tested. I'm not gonna check out if everything's okay down there until maybe it's not happening for like a year or so. Again, I am just in trimester 0 preparing to have fun. And that's the mindset I'm going into it. There's also a sense of trusting the timing. You know, I've had a lot of friends that have done IVF, that have done IUI, and every time it either doesn't work or something, there's just this obstacle and this roadblock. Some of my friends have had this mindset where they're like, that wasn't supposed to be my baby. That was not supposed to be my time. Like that baby was not meant for me. And when it happens, it's going to be the right baby for me. So I believe that wholeheartedly. Every month goes by that you're not getting pregnant, every time IVF doesn't work or something, I believe that that baby was not meant for you, and that the baby that is supposed to be yours is coming, and it will be on its way, and all you're missing is hindsight. I say this all the time, and trusting the timing, even though I understand, so difficult when it's something that you want so desperately. Okay, a bit more body things that I've been doing to prep. I had to go off spironolactone. I've documented that on the pod. And I went off spironolactone maybe like 2 months ago, and I was so nervous about all my hormonal acne coming back. And I first was taking the Parallel hormone support supplement they have, hormone balance supplement. And then now I take the Array inositol. So inositol is an ingredient that balances out your hormones. It is an ingredient in the Parallel one and in the Array one. Okay, so I don't really have a preference over either one. Both seem like they've done the job because I literally do not have any hormonal acne since going off spironolactone. So I think it really helped the transition. I also hear that it's good for when people go off birth control to help with that transition because your hormones are going to be all out of whack. So if there's something that you can go on, maybe get your blood drawn, check your hormones. Inositol is a really amazing ingredient that I've had a lot of success with. And so obviously, when you're trying to get pregnant, you can't be on spironolactone. You can't be on, obviously, birth control. You can't be on antidepressants. You can't be using retinol. So it's just these like little things that my body has become accustomed to. And so what can you do to support the transition and the weaning off of these supplements or medications? So inositol has been huge for me while going off spironolactone. And then retinol I don't really use as frequently, so that's been easy to just take out of the routine. But really, that's it. Like that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing any crazy like no alcohol, no this. Like I haven't drank a lot in the past couple weeks anyways, but I'm not like completely shifting my diet and again overhauling my life. I'm just like, what are the things for sure you cannot do while you're pregnant, and let's ease that transition. Another thing is gel nails. All right, I'm going on my honeymoon in a week, which is crazy. I am probably gonna get my nails done, and then like that'll be the last time. And then the next time I get my nails, I'm gonna raw dog it. Like I'm gonna do no polish, okay? Because honestly, I think no polish is better than like a regular nail polish. It's gonna chip right away. Like I'm just going to go bare nails. I think that's going to be my vibe. I've had the Gel X, like long nails for years, and I love them, and I just love how they look. But I think I'm going to have to do a bare nail moment while I'm getting ready for pregnancy during my trimester 0. Another thing I've been doing is taking a prenatal vitamin. So I do Ritual. A lot of my friends have done Ritual. They absolutely love it. I also have heard really good things about Parallel, the conception pack. Again, you're trying to look for a couple things. Folate is really important, and then like the omega, like fish oil type stuff. So just like look up the ingredients. Ritual and both Parallel have everything you need. So that's kind of something that I've been taking for the past like 2-ish months. And again, you want it like in your system before you try to conceive, all right? So to summarize, that's really all I'm doing, okay? Because I really don't want women to feel this intense pressure. I posted about this concept on TikTok and Instagram, and I got so many DMs. It was kind of crazy. Like, I, again, didn't really want to talk about it because, again, I don't know what the future holds for me and what this journey will be. I'm just really in the very beginning stages. That's why they call it trimester 0. And people now have come to me as if I'm like an expert or like that I'm whatever. I am obviously definitely not an expert, but it's been really interesting because I think a lot of women are seeking that support or seeking, advice or ways that they can release the pressure off them. And like, they want to know about other people's journeys, which I do too. Like, I love knowing about other people's journeys, what they're going through, but the biohacking it and the optimization part of it, I think that's where women can get very, very stressed and desperate about the journey. And if we've known anything about manifesting and getting your desires, like that desperate energy, that's never how you achieve your goals or what you want. And I am very aware of that. I'm aware that desperate energy does not get me any closer to anything I desire. So how can I go through this process and really enjoy the process and not make it feel like a chore, not make it feel like it is this like optimization thing where my body is like a robot? Like, no, this is supposed to be a beautiful moment of a journey, right, with you and your partner. And so I want to give you permission to release the pressure of it, and not do all the things. Okay, don't do all the things. When you overhaul your life like that, it's a shock to the system. I think it even goes it's worse for you, and your nervous system goes like all out of whack because of it. So little micro changes are much better than this, again, overhaul of your life. Also, like, still live your life, right? For instance, I'm going to Stagecoach, and I also want to go to Nashville in October. And like, I have a lot of weddings and I have a bachelorette party coming up. So it's like, of course, I'm not going to not do those things because I'm pregnant. God willing, if I am pregnant during those times. And again, I don't know what kind of pregnancy I'm going to have. I know plenty of women who it is literally bedridden, like cannot get out of bed. I fear for that. I fear that that's going to be my experience. Knock on wood. I really hope it's not, but you never know. You never know. And I can have the most amazing, energetic pregnancy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm not planning my life around it right now. I think women plan their lives around it or be like, well, I'm going to be pregnant at that time. So like, I can't do that. I throw that all out the window. Again, I feel like when you say things like, oh, I'm going to be pregnant for this, then you end up like not being pregnant for it. Does that make sense? So anytime you're like, oh, I'm going to plan a vacation, so let me give you an example. I'm going on our honeymoon, and I do a lot of UGC, which is just like content that I make ads for brands for them to post on their socials. And this is kind of like a side thing I do, separate from Camber. And literally the 2 weeks that I'm gone, there have been a flood of UGC like brand deals coming into me, which is amazing. And I'm so grateful. But then I'm like, I'm not going to be working on my honeymoon. I'm literally deleting social media for 2 weeks. Like, I will be off the grid, and that's like a big boundary that I've placed. And it's just so funny because like, of course all these deals are coming in. Like, that's how it works, right? Like, the moment you are like, boundary, I'm not going to do any brand deals, I'm pausing work, all the work comes, right? So I kind of see it the same with pregnancy. Like, if I were like, oh, I'm not going to go to Nashville because I might be pregnant at that time, I feel like I wouldn't be pregnant. You know what I mean? So again, there's just this energy. So honestly, I'm planning a bunch of shit. I'm not even letting it deter me. I'm planning so much shit that I feel like, oh, I'm probably going to be pregnant on all these things. So I think there's that type of energy as well. So to close this out, your body is not a project, all right? I really want you to just identify the core things that will make you feel your best going into this trying to conceive journey, and really just make those micro changes. I literally only listed like 2 or 3 things that I've been doing, and I honestly think that that is enough. Like that is enough to update my routine. That's enough that I can handle right now. And if I need to do other things down the road, then we'll tweak as we go. But I just have seen so many women put this intense pressure on themselves, and then it ends up taking longer than it needs to. Again, of course, there could be things that are wrong, or the body, or like, or obviously go check things out and be safe. But overall, if nothing is wrong, like from the body perspective, a lot of it feels like it's mental, and your body knows, like it feels that pressure. So we're calming the nervous system, okay? We're doing low pressure things, and that is how we're spending our trimester 0. Anyways, if you're on this journey with me, please send me a DM. I love hearing from you. Send me a voice note. I'll send you one back. And a little housekeeping. Since I'm going on my honeymoon, and I just told you that I'm going to be out of commission for, a couple weeks, the podcast will be taking a little break, around like 3 weeks, and I'll see you guys back on the other side. But I love you, and I'm really excited for this break, and I'm excited to share all the beautiful memories after the honeymoon. But anyways, just wanted to touch on that subject, and I love you dearly. And if you are in the depths of your conception journey, I'm holding your hand. I'm giving you space. I'm allowing you to release it. And I love you so much. All right. Bye.